Need to change your life for the better? Me too! So I did. 5 life-changing habits. Kim here with 5 life-changing habits that have recently made my life, like, way better. If you're new here, welcome to my face. I make videos encouraging and inspiring you to do impossible things. Because why be difficult when you can be impossible? Consider subscribing so I can punch you in the face with knowledge and inspiration. Okay, that was maybe a little aggressive. I'm just really excited to say things to you. Let's improve your life with these 5 life-changing habits. Number 1 is to wake up earlier. I know, like, don't just run away. I severely poo-pooed this idea at first. I am not an early riser. I'm able to function early in the morning, but I don't like it. Does anybody like it? I bet there are people that like it, but they need a different video. Here's the idea. If you wake up earlier, you're kind of sort of giving yourself more hours in the day. In theory, not actually. You still only get 24, but like Steve Jobs only had 24 hours in a day. That Bezos guy at Amazon only has 24 hours in a day. Gary Vaynerchuk only has 24 hours in a day. You have the same 24 hours, but they're not sleeping in. Those guys are up early, working their little tails off because that's just a few more hours that they can get stuff done. Here's what happened. I was pretty against waking up any earlier. Wasn't gonna happen. And then I decided, okay, let's try it a little bit earlier, just to maybe get one tiny thing done before like the rest of the world is up and functioning and inevitably bothering me. I tend to set my alarm about half an hour before I actually have to get up so that I can hit that lovely little snooze button and go, haha, I'm going back to sleep. I decided to try not snoozing. So when my alarm went off half an hour early, when I would normally snooze, I just got out of bed. And before I was done with my first cup of coffee, I had 2 things on my to-do list already done. Small miracle, I'd say a huge miracle. Try the early morning hours. Golden and magical and wonderful. Because you don't have your inbox going bing, 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 talk to me. And you don't have people on the Instagram going, hey, it's morning and Motivation Monday and here we go. You're already up and at 'em. You're way ahead of the game. You're like, yeah, I've done 3 things already this morning. You've posted on Instagram. Not to poo-poo those motivational people, like they're great. I'm just saying, getting up an hour or 2 early just to get 1 or 2 things done in the morning before everybody's up and awake and moving about to bother you is going to make your life so much greater. A quick little tip to help you get out of bed is to have a task you don't dread first thing in the morning. For example, I do not put my makeup on first thing in the morning. I don't like putting makeup on. So I wait a little while until I'm less upset about being awake. The first thing I do in the morning is start researching keywords for YouTube videos because that's part of the work I love and it's part of my overall goal and it just makes me feel productive and it gets me really excited to make a video. It's just something that I like to do, so it's easier to get out of bed if I know the first thing I'm gonna do is sit down with a cup of coffee and research. Nerd, but I'm fine with it. Snuggle your dog for 5 minutes first thing in the morning. That will get you out of bed. Just get up a little earlier. Try it. It's great. The second life-changing habit is to reach out and ask. Yeah, this can be really super duper scary, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It is actually kind of really super duper scary. The thing is, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. It's that simple. Opportunities do not knock. You can't sit on your couch and actually wait for an opportunity. It just doesn't happen. You have to go find them. And a great way to find some opportunity is to send out an email. Hey, you've got a convention coming up about cotton candy. I happen to be an expert at cotton candy. I'd love to come and talk to people about it. What if there really was like a cotton candy expo? I'd go to that just to see what the cosplayers wear. Okay, look, I recently reached out to a couple of conventions and both of them said yes. So now not only am I quirky YouTuber Kim, I'm also public speaker Kim. And she's pretty okay. So go to that audition, send out that email to the convention, apply for that job. What's the worst that could happen? If they say no, then you're not in any different position than you're in right now. So why not? Just ask. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Ignore imposter syndrome and do the thing. Reach out. My third life-changing habit is to read more. Now, I am just a reader by nature. I'm also a writer. Books are life. Fiction or nonfiction, just be reading. It encourages the good parts of your brain. It stimulates creativity. It's just helpful and good. It's not necessarily about learning something specific or awakening some unknown potential within your heart and soul. It's more about just engaging the good parts of your brain more often. And reading does that. It is good for brain, it is good for you. Read the books. I recently started a book podcast. You've heard me talk about it enough. I'm not really gonna go on about it now. And that kind of forced me to self-discipline myself to keep up with my reading. And I'll tell ya, I'm all the better for it. So really, even if this podcast crashes and burns, I'm going to be thankful for it because I'm reading more, which has also added some balance to my life because reading is something I enjoy. It was just a win on all accounts. Read books. Make your life better. Another habit to make your life better is to actually prioritize your life. Your life is more important than your career. Your mental and physical health and the relationships with the people you care about are going to matter significantly more than any work you're going to get done by sacrificing those things. Trust me, I have maybe learned the hard way. When you make the people you care about and your own health a priority, you're better equipped to deal with all the other elements of your life. That's just the way that it is. These are the things that matter most, so treat them that way and make them a priority. So call your mom, pause for a second to eat a healthy lunch. Stop working when your husband wants to just have a conversation. I still have to work on that one a little bit, but thankfully he's like really understanding. At the end of the day, these are the things that are going to help keep you going. Give them the attention they deserve so that they can keep you going. My last life-changing habit is to add the word yet to your vocabulary. Stay with me for a second. Adding the word yet to the end of sad, sort of declarative sentences is going to change your life. I'm not smart enough yet. My book isn't published yet. I don't know what to do with my life yet. Do you see what I did there? It's a mindset thing, and it totally 100% works. It may sound a little woo-woo, but it really isn't. Essentially, you're training yourself to chase after the life you want. Those statements aren't permanent when you add the word yet. They're not permanent either way, but when you add the word yet, you recognize that. Therefore, you do something about it. You get it? Yet teaches you that you can change your life. And isn't that what this whole thing is about? Isn't that why you're watching this video? Add the word yet to those seemingly definitive statements that make you feel terrible about yourself, and you're going to be so surprised at how freaking empowered you feel when you do. And those are the 5 life-changing habits I've adopted to change my life for the better. Because why would you change it for the anything else? These work. Don't believe me? Try a few of them out for a month or so and then leave a comment below. I dare ya. If this video made you feel all tingly and excited about making your life better, feel free to share it with everyone you know on the internet. Clickety-click the share button down there and send this video off to your preferred social media. And consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already for more non-cheesy inspiration. Cheese, good for eating, bad for videos. A grilled cheese sandwich actually sounds really good. Thanks for watching.